The silent world. The impossible has happened. The king is off the board. In our last episode, we witnessed the most devastating 0.2 seconds in history. Satoru Gojo's brilliance followed by his absolute ceiling within the prison realm. The entity wearing Suguru skin has done what no curse or sorcerer could ever do. He has neutralized infinity. Now, the heavy, fleshy cube containing the strongest sits at the bottom of the B5F platform, and the rest of the world is about to find out exactly what it feels like to live in a world without a god to protect them. The signal has been sent. Yuji Itadori's scream is echoing through the neon streets. But as the sorcerers rush toward the center, they are about to realize that the rules of right and wrong have been deleted. Welcome to episode 8. The rescue mission starts now, but the price of entry is paid in blood. Scene 1, The Message from the Dead. The episode opens with the chaotic aftermath of Gojo's sealing. Yuji Itadori is standing on a rooftop, his voice booming across Shibuya. Nanami-san, Gojo-sensei has been sealed. Meanwhile, Megumi, Fushiguro, and Ino are moving through the streets when a mechanical bird, a miniature Mekamaru, lands on Megumi's shoulder. It's a proxy left behind by Kokichi Muta. The voice is frantic. Listen to me. Satoru Gojo was sealed at 8:40 p.m. The prison realm is currently being guarded at the B5F platform of the Fukutoshin line. You must not let them leave with it. If Gojo is taken, the era of sorcerers ends tonight. The weight of the situation hits Megumi. He realizes that the plan to save civilians is now secondary. If they don't get Gojo back, every civilian in Japan is as good as dead. Nanami, hearing Yuji shout, makes a quick executive decision. He orders Yuji, Megumi, and Ino to converge and head for the center while he goes to meet with the other Grade 1 teams. Scene 2. The curse users on the roof. As the sorcerers scramble, we see the opposition. On top of the Shibuya Sea Tower, 3 curse users are watching the chaos. They are the old guard of the sorcery world. Men and women who have been hiding in the shadows since Gojo's birth. Among them is Ogami, an old hag with the ability to summon the information of the dead, and her grandson. They have been tasked with maintaining the barriers that keep the other sorcerers out of the central zone. The boy with the Sukuna finger is coming, Ogami says, her voice like sandpaper. They prepare a ritual. Ogami's grandson swallows a piece of a corpse. Specifically, a part of a man who was once a literal physical powerhouse. They are preparing to summon a ghost to deal with the incoming sorcerers. Scene 3. Yuji and Megumi reunite. Yuji and Megumi meet up near the Shibuya entrance. The chemistry between them is different now. The stakes have stripped away any room for hesitation. They are joined by Takuma Ino, Nanami's protege, who is eager to prove himself as a Grade 1 candidate. We need to take down the barriers guarding the towers, Megumi explains, pointing to the massive veils that are preventing sorcerers from reaching Gojo. The trio reaches the base of the sea tower. They realize that the barrier's stakes aren't hidden. They are being guarded by the curse users on the roof. They decide to split up. Yuji will use his superhuman agility to scale the outside of the building, while Megumi and Ino provide support and handle any internal threats. The animation of Yuji running up the side of a glass skyscraper, dodging projectiles while the city burns below him, is a visual masterpiece. He is a force of nature, driven by the singular goal of saving his teacher. Scene 4. Ino's moment to shine. While Yuji is climbing, Ino takes the lead on the roof. He puts on his signature ski mask, activating his technique. The auspicious beast summons. I can't let an enemy stand down, Ino thinks. He summons the power of the Cake AI, a needle-like projectile of cursed energy. He looks like a high-level sorcerer, confident and capable. But Ogami isn't worried. She completes her seance ritual, Descend. She commands. Toji Fushiguro. The grandson's body begins to mutate. His muscles swell, his face shifts, and his aura turns into something primal and terrifying. Even though it's just the information of the body and not the soul, the physical prowess of the Sorcerer Killer is back on the battlefield. Ino doesn't stand a chance. The Toji entity moves so fast that Ino's auspicious beasts are dismantled before they can even manifest. It's a brutal reminder. Even the best grade 2 or grade 1 sorcerers are nothing compared to the monsters of the past. Scene 5. Yuji versus the reincarnated ghost. Yuji reaches the roof just as Ino is being beaten into a pulp. He sees the man who looks like a bodybuilder and senses a physical pressure he has never felt before, not even from special grade curses. The fight between Yuji and the Toji vessel is raw. There are no fancy curse techniques here. It is a battle of pure kinetic energy. Every punch sounds like a cannon firing. Yuji is holding his own, but he realizes he is outmatched in terms of experience and pure biological power. Meanwhile, Ogami is cackling in the background, thinking she has total control over her grandson. She has no idea that the body she summoned is so powerful that it might just overwrite the rules of her own technique. Scene 6. The stakes of the barrier. Back on the ground, Megumi manages to locate the physical stakes of the barrier. He is about to destroy them when he is intercepted by another curse user, Jiro Awasaka. Awasaka has a unique technique called inverse. The stronger an attack is, the less damage it does to him. He is the ultimate tank for a fighter like Yuji or Megumi. The episode ends with a split screen. On the roof, Yuji is struggling against a dead man's shadow. On the ground, Megumi is facing a man he can't seem to hurt. And at the bottom of the subway, the prison realm is finally beginning to process Satoru Gojo. The screen fades to black as the mechanical voice of Mekamaru whispers, "Hurry!" before the seal becomes permanent, the final suspense. The shadows of 2006 have returned to haunt 2018. The ghost of Toji. How can a seance summon a man who had zero cursed energy? And what happens if the information of the Sorcerer Killer realizes it has a will of its own? The inverse trap. Megumi is a genius, but how do you defeat a man who gets stronger the harder you hit him? The prison realms wait. The brain is waiting for the cube to stabilize. Once it does, Gojo is gone forever. If you're on the edge of your seat, smash that like button and subscribe. The Shibuya Incident is a marathon of pain, and we are only at the beginning. Press the bell icon for Episode 9, The Shibuya Incident. Pandemonium, where Megumi and Yuji team up for one of the smartest fights in the series. Can Yuji survive the return of the Sorcerer Killer? Let us know your theories in the comments. End of Episode 8.